Hi, I'm Rodney Johnson, co-editor of Survive and Prosper as well as Boom and Bust. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is a campy movie from the 1990s. Buffy was a high school cheerleader who finds out she's a modern-day vampire killer. In the original, not the TV series, Donald Sutherland was her mentor and Rutger Hauer was the bad guy. Now, one of Hauer's henchmen was Paul Rubin of Pee Wee Herman fame. At one point in the movie, Buffy stabs Paul Rubin and he dies. Slowly. In fact, he does this back and forth and up and down in weird contortionist act to simulate dying. It was over the top even for a campy movie that was making fun of itself. Eventually, you just wanted him to die already. That's my message to Radio Shack. Just die already. The company's been a walking corpse for the past 3 years. Sales are falling and losses keep growing. No one can figure out exactly what they do. They don't sell CB radios anymore, or at least I don't think they do. And the company's trying to get rid of the thousands of little electronic components that made it the go-to place for hobbyists. As best I can tell, they're trying to be a kiosk at the front of Best Buy, that little piece of store footage where you can go to get a phone or a tablet or the covers and chargers and keyboards and other stuff that go along with those devices. The problem is that square footage already exists at Best Buy and Verizon and AT&T and Sprint and, of course, Apple. So what is it exactly that Radio Shack is going to do that isn't already on display somewhere else? I'm sure management has a plan, but other than painting the walls white and throwing out all the inventory, like they showed us in their Super Bowl ad, I don't know if consumers are aware of their plans. And that's a problem. You need consumers to buy your stuff. And they're not doing that at the Shack. Radio Shack was counting on a stunning holiday season at the end of 2013. It even secured hundreds of millions of dollars in funding for its turnaround and inventory makeover ahead of the selling season. When the dust settled and the sales were tallied, the numbers were stunning all right, but for the size of the loss. For 2013, the company posted a $400 million loss. Given that the company has about $180 million on cash and $375 million in credit, a repeat of 2013 would pretty much wipe them out. Right now, the company is closing 1,000 stores, or 20% of its locations, in an effort to right the ship. Again, I say, just die already. I don't have anything against Radio Shack. In fact, I remember going there as a kid. They were the place to go to for electronics and batteries and those long whippy antennas that went all over the place. But over the years, it became a small version of a big box electronic retailer without the variety. Now I just don't know what it is. They exist in the middle of creative destruction, that cycle that Harry and I have talked about for so long. That's why we highlighted the store as a dying American icon last summer. Like Paul Rubin, it's just taking a while for the actual death to occur. The only thing that saved the company in 2013 was the restructuring of debt and a renewed credit facility. But those maneuvers didn't cure the disease, they just prolonged the ending. The good news for Radio Shack is that many retailers have both died and been resurrected at the same time. The company has 4,000 locations around the nation and they've got exceptional brand recognition. Now, if only they could come up with a product to sell that people actually want to buy.